Alright, so we're back here again with the cabinets that I have here in the garage, the MK2, the MK1, and the other MK2. I wanted to show you guys a little bit where I'm finishing up with these games. The MK1 is done. I just been waiting for some T-molding to come in the mail today, and then I just throw that on. That's done. The MK2, I've said before, I'm waiting for the monitor to get worked on. The monitor is actually right here. The reason it's here is because I have another one at the guy that fixes my stuff, and it didn't have a chassis. It came in, I think, this MK2 if I'm right, and he's just throwing a chassis on there, one of those universal 25 inches. We'll see how that works. I'm going to test it out before I pay him just to make sure it's what I want. If not, I'll just tell him I don't want it and have him fix this one and put it back in here. But anyways, I'm going to have an extra one regardless. So I can't remember if I showed you guys this or not, but I put the overlay on here. I'm just waiting for a marquee. And the board should be coming today. I got a bunch of stuff coming in the mail today. So once I get that, I should be able to test the board. But I wanted to kind of talk about this game here. What I'm going to do with this is I'm going to turn this into a dedicated Killer Instinct 1 cabinet. And the reason I want to do that is a couple of reasons. I have a board, which is right there. I have some control panel art for the sides and the front that was left over. And then I have this extra MK2 cabinet. I frankly don't feel like restoring another MK2 right now. I've done so many in the past that I want to do something different, and I want to try something different. I want to buy the Killer Instinct Game On Graphics full side art, and I want to apply it onto the side of this cabinet and see how it turns out. So there's a couple of things that I needed to do to figure out how to do this. It's pretty much a straightforward swap, but I was having issues before with this and this, the light fixtures in both of these games, popping brand new bulbs every single time I put them in there. They were about, $6, $7, $8 a piece. I can't remember. Say $7 a piece. I went through 3 of them. I put one in here blue, one in here blue, and then the one that came in this game it was working. I was like, maybe something's wrong. I put it in there. The second I turned it on, pop, it blew. So I posted a question on the forums on KLOV, and they said, check the ballast, which is this piece right here, and that's located behind the bulb in the fixture. So you actually have to remove the 4 bolts, 1, 2, 3, 4, unplug the plug back there, take the bulb out so you don't break it, and pull this whole metal fixture out. So this whole fixture comes out. Actually, I got one up here. So here's this one I took out of, I think, Gauntlet Legends, if I'm right. And this one I just keep as an extra one. But you pull the whole thing out. There's 4 screws. Looks a little bit different than the MK stuff. But on the back is this ballast right here. So it kind of sits in like this. And all I did was just unscrew the screws from right there. Just remove those 2 screws, which I think were like a 1/4 inch or 3/8, I'm not sure. And then just cut the wires. And then I went to Lowe's. They didn't have them. And I went to Home Depot when I bought these replacement ones, which I've just replaced in both of these. And it works beautifully. All I did was just cut the wires, as you can see right here. And then I took the black one that's coming off the black one here and put it on the solid black. And then the new one has a blue one, and I put the blue on the white. I don't know if that was right or wrong, but it works, and I'll show you. I also replaced the starter here with brand new ones. They're like 10 or 20 cents somewhere. And the other thing that's different about Killer Instinct and MK2, it's the same on MK3, MK4, Killer Instinct 1, and Killer Instinct 2. And the kick harness off of MK2, which is right here, the blue, which is the player 3, if you look at it, there's only 4 wires coming out of the connector, but there's about 10 coming in from the cabinet. Now, this signifies low punch and low kick, low punch and low kick for player 1 and player 2. MK3, MK4, Killer Instinct 1 and 2 have another wire for the 3rd button, which is run, and I can't remember, it's fierce or whatever it is on that. So I need to add another wire on each side of these, or make it simple and just buy that harness that they sell on eBay or JAMA boards and just plug it into this pin here, and then just wire them up or run them up to the buttons, so I can have the additional 3 buttons. So I want to show you where I'm at with this. Plug it in. I also had to burn a couple of ROMs because there was a couple of ROMs in shipping or something that went bad. So I removed these stickers on here kind of easily with a razor blade and then taped them or put some adhesive back on for L10 or U10 and U12, the sound ROMs. So I can see the light bulbs working again, which was a real pain in the ass, and it was driving me nuts. And both of these games, they weren't working, so it was good that I figured it out. I figured something new out that I've never done before. You can see the board works. The monitor looks fantastic. It's one of the better ones I've seen in a while. And the board obviously is working. I got the flash drive in here. I usually like the arcade cup. It's a little static drive that you just plug in with no moving parts. This one's cool, but it's kind of flails a little bit when you install it. But as you can see, we're working. Coin door is all the same. I got new bulbs in there. Everything is the same from an MK2 to a Killer Instinct 3 or Killer Instinct 1 and 2, except for, like I said, the kick harness. Obviously I need a marquee and some graphics and things, but as you can see, it's working. So I wanted to kind of give you guys an update of where I'm at with this. Next time I probably make a video, I'm probably going to have the control panel all done up and put on the game with the blue buttons and joysticks. I got to order some light blue T-molding. I'm going to do that blue T-molding all around the game. I like the way it looked in the one I had about 8 or 9 months ago. And I'm going to hold off on ordering the side art because it's expensive, and just get the game up and running, bring it in the house, play it and enjoy it. And then when I get some extra money from some stuff, I'm just going to buy the side art and give it a test run. So probably 30 days out, I'll put the side art on. And then the MK1 is getting picked up, I believe, on Monday or Tuesday. And then this game here I'm going to get into and start putting T-molding, the monitor, the board, joysticks, buttons, and all that stuff, and get it listed for sale so I can have some room in here to start working on something else. That's about it. So I wanted to give you guys a little bit of information about the ballasts. Once again, this is what it looks like, and it's just 2 wires and connected by 2 little bolts in the back of these fixtures. So if you have a game that you put new bulbs in and it immediately starts popping bulbs, there's 2 things to try. Buy a new ballast, which is about $7 at Home Depot, and replace that FS2 starter on there. So hope that helps somebody, and we'll see you next time.